Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jamie. This reading could resonate if you're a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. We're just going to take a little look at the week ahead, what you need to know about, look out for, be aware of, the good or the bad. Only take the reading if it resonates. It's definitely not going to resonate with all of you. Remember that there is no gender. If I pull a king or a queen, I could be talking about anyone. Basically, it'll be about the personality that I describe. I do take private personals. The information is in the description below. So we have divination abuser, separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. We have the divine artist. I am a vibrant creator. I express my unique vision on the palette of my life. My creative spirit flourishes when it is given freedom to influence my environment and choices. I am the artist of my life, co-creating with the divine. We have the energy is gaining momentum. We have psychosis, episodically loses contact with reality, hallucinates, delusional, and disordered thinking. So let's get into this. The Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the High Priestess, Cancer Pisces energy, the Ten of Cups, the Star, Aquarius energy, the King of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, some of you feel like you've been like delusionally stuck in this cycle. And I feel like maybe even feel sort of like taken advantage of here. There's like someone that you feel like, because I'm getting like divination abuser. So maybe you guys like watch a lot of readings or like, maybe you've gotten some personals or something like that. And because I'm kind of getting, because there's not a specific energy coming out with the High Priestess, I feel like this is not like a specific individual who gave advice or something. I feel like a lot of you have like just blindly like watched a lot of love readings, something like that, where you felt like a person was like going to come back. And there's like these readers that like really give hope. I'm saying readers because you're here, so kind of feeling like these people had like less than good intentions. Maybe you feel like they sort of kept you in the cycle. They were giving you like false hope that a person would come back or something while you were going through a separation. Um, I feel like there's two sides to this where you're confused though, because you feel like at one point, like maybe they're taking advantage. It's kind of like pulling these broken souls in when they're going through these really devastating things in life, and getting them to like follow along or something, and almost like blaming the reader if you stay in that energy for too long. Kind of recognizing that that's not the case. That because that's what I'm getting here is that like actually like this was sort of like the energy you actually were in. If I pull up tarot readings and there's 350 titles to choose from, and I choose the one that says your ex is coming back, it's actually me that's stuck in that cycle. It's not that reader, right? So I feel like for a while there was like this breakdown of like, maybe you feeling like, this was something where like people were taking advantage of people or something like that. But now seeing the difference is like with the divine artist, because the star and the wheel of fortune are here. So it's like there's almost like two aspects for it where they did get you in touch with your spiritual side. Maybe they got you back in touch with your self-confidence, made you feel connected, made you feel not alone. So I feel like someone is finally realizing that, like, that maybe for a long time they've almost been like pushing blame onto others if things went a certain way, and trying to, and from taking it from that perspective, like finally realizing that maybe like, sometimes like the way you think about things just isn't correct. That perspective is like incorrect. And then you have to learn over time, like kind of what something really is as a whole. And then kind of realizing that maybe you often do this. So it's like, I think tarot, because I feel like, again, for a lot of you, this is like readers, over the years. And I think one of the interesting things that I look at with this is like my pattern through healing and the style of readings that I watch now. And I don't feel any type of way about the love readers. Lots of people are stuck in that type of cycle still. It just doesn't resonate with me. But I'm glad it exists for if I ever go back down into that. Something kind of like that here. Maybe some of you like recognize that you also through this journey sort of like have a pattern of sort of like, instead of really seeing where you're a part of this, kind of always like blaming some type of external source and giving over all your power to something external to you. Likewise, like in the periods of time where you were really messed up, maybe you felt like other people were the source of your healing and not your own, and things like that here. So I feel like this week it's kind of like almost like a course correction in life. It's like seeing that sometimes like, your thinking is a little delusional or like really out there, but not even like I feel like it's common, like most people would think in these kind of terms, but really realizing where this is not a divine energy or something like that here, and that like also, it's like almost like forgiving yourself too for even feeling some type of way, because like at that point in time you had every reason to start, not really trusting and really being angry about things, so I feel like, for some of you it's like, maybe it's, for most of you it is really like tarot or something kind of like this, cup reading something. um I don't know. I just feel like not looking at it negatively anymore, kind of seeing where it's like, it actually isn't what I made it out to be. I just was angry at this point in my life. And this is kind of, I don't know. And kind of looking back at like many situations where you may have started feeling some type of way about things. Is this is taking it back to like, relationships? Is this something that you do? Do you kind of like get delusional? Do you start, almost like projecting energy onto a partner or onto, your family members, things like that. So I feel like it's like this awakening to mentalization. Where do I take a part in this? So this is cool this week. What's the advice? The Emperor, Judgment. I have some Aries, some Scorpio, some Gemini here with the Lovers. It's all major arcana. The Four of Cups at the bottom. Yeah, I feel like there's also this recognition that you were giving over your, all of your control and power to other people, like who kept you stuck in the toxic relationship, the tarot reader, and the person who was toxic in the relationship was the other person, not you. I feel like there's been like this perspective change, but it's okay because when this happens, it actually kind of like puts us back in the driver's seat. Oh, so I was in control of that. I had all the power there. I like let someone else have it. I don't know. I feel like there's some type of like key to like the disappointment that you've had in relationships or in connections based off of kind of like how you've viewed individuals who were meant to help instead of hurt, and kind of like asking yourself, has this been something that I've always done? And it's not even just in the sense of like maybe representing someone else incorrectly. It's about like how much power you're giving these other people over you and your life, you know. So I feel like this week will be actually really powerful with the Judgment, the Emperor, and the Lovers. I feel like you're going to start understanding yourself better, like your own patterns here, and be able to actually, like, again, correct. There's something about this relationship that you did go through, the breakup that you went through, the disappointment there, and like the wounds that it really did open, and like sort of like forgiving whatever happened, sort of like, and yourself for like thinking a certain way because that's, it's going to all kind of make sense. But I feel like this is like the true nature of like healing is like you start really seeing everything for exactly what it is, like full clarity. um, I don't know, it's kind of an interesting reading, but I feel like for a lot of you it's like you were like, maybe like stuck or like obsessed with a person after a separation, and you just continued to like, to me is like with divination abuser and psychosis, almost like delusionally watch readings that would resonate with like something that actually wasn't going on in your life, and sort of getting mad at other people about these things, like, and changing that up here, or like really seeing that where you literally took part in that. You had to be present with like what was resonating with you and your soul and the truth, which I think you were delusionally avoiding in these situations here. So there's this huge change of mindset and a lot of like profound healing that's coming just like in this week. And I think it's good. I'll see you guys soon.